and military responses. Hillary Clinton is just too dangerous. Look at this.
You've seen reports. Russia's hacked into a lot of things. China's hacked into a lot of things. Russia even hacked into the Democratic National Committee. Maybe even some state election systems. So we've got to step up our game. Make sure we are well defended and able to take the fight to those who go after us. As president, I will make it clear that the United States will treat cyber attacks just like any other attack. We will be ready with serious political, economic, and military responses.
She is crazy. She wants to use our military in response to someone stealing emails. Not only is she risking war with her no-fly zone over Syria scheme, which the United States has no authority to impose, but here she is making a public declaration that when she's president, she's going to use our military in response to the hacking. This is a dangerous choice in this election. This woman has a grudge against a foreign country, and she wants to attack them because allegedly they stole those emails that expose her underhanded, dirty dealings. Those emails wouldn't even be a problem if Hillary Clinton was actually clean and wasn't guilty of any wrongdoing. But now that we know that Hillary and the DNC stole the primary from Bernie Sanders, so there are millions of people that were voting for Bernie Sanders thinking that the DNC was going to be fair to Bernie during the primaries. Now we know that that was rigged. And as I said in my previous video, now we know the reason why Donald Trump is her opponent, because the Hillary campaign and the Democratic National Committee wanted to build up the so-called Pied Piper candidates. And the media followed through, as I proved in the previous video. So for all the talk about how catastrophic a Donald Trump presidency would be, look at the fact that the Hillary campaign was willing to take that risk for their selfish goal of trying to win the presidency by maneuvering him into being the opposition to her candidacy. That's how reckless their scheming is. And reckless is her scheme for a no-fly zone, supposedly motivated by concerns for Syrian civilians.
I know you keep referring to Barack Obama all night here, but you in Syria talked about a no-fly zone, which the president certainly does not support, nor do I support, because A, it will cost an enormous sums of money. Second of all, it runs the risk of getting us sucked into perpetual warfare in that region.
I think it's only fair to look at where we are in Syria today. And yes, I do still support a no-fly zone because I think we need to put in safe havens for those poor Syrians who are fleeing both Assad and ISIS and have some place that they can be safe.
Yet, in her secret Goldman Sachs speech, Hillary Clinton admitted her no-fly zone would kill a lot of Syrians. Remember, Hillary used the same pretext about a supposed concern for civilians in order to pursue her agenda of regime change for Libya. She pushed for a no-fly zone for Libya. The UN Security Council approved a no-fly zone for Libya, but then the US and other countries violated the terms of the no-fly zone to carry out military aggression with the agenda of regime change in Libya.
And of unconfirmed reports.
Yes, we came, we saw, he died.
Did it have anything to do with your visit?
No, I'm sure it did.
And here we go again with Syria. She has a war agenda.
So when I was Secretary of State, advocated, and I advocate today, a no-fly zone and safe zones. We need some leverage with the Russians because they're not going to come to the negotiating table for a diplomatic resolution unless there is some leverage over them. And we have to work more closely with our partners and allies on the ground. But I want to emphasize that what is at stake here is the ambitions and the aggressiveness of Russia. Russia has decided that it's all in Syria, and they've also decided who they want to see become president of the United States, too, and it's not me. I've stood up to Russia, I've taken on Putin and others, and I would do that as president.
And that's extremely dangerous. Please use the YouTube tools to share this video with everyone you can. And I'm saying anyone that cares about peace or progressive foreign policy should not be fooled into voting for Hillary Clinton. Look at this, where she boasted about what she did in 1968. A time when so many people realized the Vietnam War was wrong and progressives were working to protest against it. Hillary said, "I stayed up all night to talk students out of staging a Vietnam War protest that would embarrass our college." If you care about a peace position, then Hillary Clinton is the wrong candidate. I said in my other video who I'm voting for, Jill Stein. Please use the YouTube tools to share this video with everyone you can to spread this message. We know how much she resents that those emails were made public. Now she has a grudge, and it would be dangerous to allow this person to have the power of the presidency to carry through with her insane plans to use our military to carry out her vendettas. And also, my efforts to report on and avoid war and political conflicts have been financially sabotaged by YouTube. This is a petition to try to get YouTube to reverse its horrible policy change, which is undermining independent journalism.